had some struggles last year and really do some great things with their team is really a tribute to their coaching staff, and obviously gained a lot of respect from all the coaches in this league. So congratulate them on a tremendous season, and we're just thrilled to be advancing into the semis. It's tournament time. It's never easy, and I was just really proud of our kids down the stretch. We made just a couple more plays than they made, and it was just enough to pull away late in the game. And we're excited about the opportunity to get back to the Honda Center.
We'll open up for questions. Here first.
Morgan, what did you see that you kind of exploit tonight? 26 points, obviously, big game.
Well, I thought that, coming into this game, I was just going to give whatever my team needed from me tonight. And we knew that they were going to come out and pressure the ball. And our goal was to get it inside and kind of, if they were going to double or if they were going to hard help, then we'd look to kick it out and cut and look to get some threes to go do some inside-out games. So they didn't double much, so we were able to exploit the inside.
Can you comment on the performance you did?
Oh, man. I am thankful for all 26 of those points, I'll tell you. Morgan was unbelievable. And, for fans that had the opportunity to see her play for the first time, I think it's impressive, not just for anybody but in her first year playing, to be putting up the numbers that she is. And it's not just tonight. This is not, even though 26 is a career high, she's had multiple 20-point games, and she's extremely efficient. 11 for 16, she just has a knack for putting the ball in the basket. I thought she really did a nice job running the floor in transition, getting us some easy opportunities there. And then she's just such a tough matchup, because she can put the ball on the floor from the perimeter. She's so long in the post, and she can hit the mid-range too. So, she really carried us with the scoring load tonight. And once we saw what she was doing, we were trying to give her the ball as much as possible. And then when they did start helping out a little bit in there, she did a nice job of finding open teammates.
Morgan, did you have any nerves or anything coming into your first postseason game? Or any excitement?
I think we talked a lot before the game about not being super nervous, but being more relaxed and determined and know what we have to do coming into this game. So that was a big thing for us, was making sure just to get in the right mindset. And it was okay to have nerves, but to be able to control them and really channel it into playing hard and playing with a lot of heart. So I wasn't really not nervous. No, I felt really confident in our team, and just coming in, I didn't have any doubt in my mind that we'd win that game.
Celia, thoughts on going back to Honda Center and playing UC Riverside?
I'm really excited. This team has worked their butt off since August. It's essentially the same team plus Morgan and the twins. And we got there last year and we fell a little short, and this year we're even more excited to get back there. And to be facing UC Riverside is going to be a great game, and I think that it's going to be back and forth battle and hoping to come out on top.
Time for the last question. Right.
When Gordy got into foul trouble, what was kind of going through the team? Everybody kind of stepped up a little bit?
Yikes. That's what, no. Yeah, I think that we have some good depth. We were able to go small for a little stretch, and try to work a little bit more from the perimeter. I think it's with Morgan and Allie, they give us such a dynamic combination inside, and so when one of them is off the floor, it's obviously it's different. It's different. So we weren't able to exploit them as much inside, although Morgan still went to work on them. But Allie, honestly, it's not just her offense. Really, she's such a presence for us defensively and on the boards. I think that's where we took the biggest hit when she went out. And we had other people that did step up, but she's such a dominant presence inside. She really clogs up the lane. She's physical. She can defend not only post players, but she can defend perimeter players. And so with switches, she's really good. And so I think when she went out, we definitely lost a little bit of steam defensively. But we definitely had other people pick it up. And I told our team that's why we play a team game. You know, we're there for each other. This team is extremely close and wants to win for each other and willing to do whatever each of them can to help us get the win. And I thought that we did that today. I mean, just different players really stepped up. I thought Celia's bucket, that mid-range jumper late, gave us a huge boost, and then seeing her running back on defense, challenging her teammates to talk and bring the energy and get a stop. You know, that's a senior right there, and that's a leader. And even though, you know, she might not, you know, obviously she had 15 tonight, but the stats don't always tell the whole story with Celia. She's such a vocal leader for us. She does all the dirty work. And as you can see from her minutes, it's really hard to have her off the floor.
All right, thank you, and good luck on Friday.
Thank you, Chris.
26 points for career high for Morgan. Your 11 field goals ties her career high. Your 10th 2028 of the year. 26 points ties the school bid. You want to stay here for this? Your 11 field goals sets up the
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you, Coach. We'll see you soon.
Okay, take care.
Coming out to the interview area is UC Santa Barbara. Head coach Bonnie Hendrickson, along with student athletes Michaela Roper and Anime Jimmer Rigby. We'll start with a statement about the game from Coach and we'll open up for questions. So, Coach, whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I thought, you know, if it's a game for the fans, probably pretty entertaining back and forth, and, you know, give Davis credit for making a comeback. We're up 3 with a little over 3 and give up an offensive rebound, and then they answer, and we're not as aggressive offensively down the stretch. But I thought our guys off the bench at the end of the first half did a great job of, as we said, they had the hammer and the nails out in the coffin there. We got to 11, and these guys off the bench came in and did a really nice job and cut it to 4 and gave us a chance coming out. And then they made another run and called timeout, but we answered and just didn't execute on either end enough to get on the right end of it. And when we made mistakes, give them credit. They made us pay, and when we didn't get back in transition, they got layups or uncontested threes, and you know that's on us. You know, our effort to get back and our toughness in that situation has to get better.
Sorry, dear.
How can you kind of sum up this season? What's the next step for you guys? Where do you go from here? What do you like that you would accomplish?
Well, we've said it all year. I've really appreciated their willingness to be coached, and we've coached them hard, and we've been demanding, and we've asked a lot from them, and you know, we've responded, and we've gotten better. And I think for us to continue to get better, we've got to get tougher. We've got to get more disciplined. There's felt like at times there was enough talent in the room. We had to play more discipline. We didn't have a lot of room for errors, and a lot of guys got to play pretty well for us to have a chance. And we talk about, is there pressure in that? And I'm a firm believer, you know, pressure is a privilege. You know, if you're in that situation, that's a privilege to have that kind of pressure. But for us to, you know, like we said when we got here and took the job, to, you know, help the players in the program get better and recruit like crazy, and I'm a better coach with talent, so we'll continue to try to do that. But we're excited about the off season we'll have with this group too, and the kids coming back. Certainly hate it for the seniors. Those are tough tears in the locker room, and you know, but we're proud of them and feel like that they'll be forever. And because one of the many wonderful things about Santa Barbara is all the alumni that come back, and we have them speak all the time, and those 3 will be able to say their senior year they are part of that group that changed the momentum in the program, and they'll say that for the rest of their lives, and that's really, really cool.
Go ahead.
Michaela, it seemed like in this tournament it was a really hard time to get 3 to drop, but when it finally did you guys loosen up a little bit? That's kind of when you started making your comeback down by 10, and then I think Lopez made it 3, and then you hit one right after that. It seemed like that kind of maybe got you guys loosened up and playing.
Yeah, I think we got those open looks from our defense, definitely. Coach always emphasized get after it on defense, and then our offense will come. So getting after it on defense allowed us to get those open shots.
for us.
And D banked that went in, she banked that one in after bank hours, so that kind of gave us, but we said, you know, but she gets that because the basketball gods reward kids that play hard, because she guards, and her first possession defensively, she got a steal and got Kai a layup, so, and that's the first time, she's done it a couple times this year, she's banked them in.
Yeah.
Good.
You really kind of got aggressive offensively down the stretch and made a couple of, end of the third quarter, you had 2 runners, 3-point play. Kind of feel like, you know, end of the season kind of thing, but you're just going to go for it?
Yeah, that, and then also just doing what the team needs to be successful. I know I got in foul trouble the first quarter, and so I kind of sat the first half. And the third quarter, I just, you know, I felt like we needed momentum, and so like Roper's 3, I just kind of looked to drive it downhill and do whatever I needed to do to help the team.
This is a question for both of you players. You kind of feel like corner's been turned to you guys, and here you're a competitive game, you want a tournament game. Last year the wins were so hard to come by. I feel like you guys are really on the right path.
Yeah, especially with Coach Bonnie behind us. Like, I know her and the rest of the coaching staff, they're really going to push us. And for the most part, we kind of turned it around this year, given that last year wasn't such a great year. So, yeah.
I think, honestly, what I think the best part of all of this is how disappointed we are. You know what I'm saying? And we were, you know, I told them when we started the year, we said if we huddled up and said, hey, we're going to lose to Hawaii in a 1-possession game, we're going to be in, and we're up 3 against Long Beach under a minute, and we're going to lose, and we're so disappointed. They'd have thought, she's crazy now. How did she get this job? She's lost her mind. To grow to where, you know, because we kind of went through where we were afraid that being close was good enough, hanging in there, losing by 6. Hey, we used to lose by 30. We're hanging in there. And at first, we talked about that. Did we kind of settle for that? Were we okay with that? And they were, you know, I'm not saying they admitted it, but they didn't deny it. Where we grew to be so disappointed in, it didn't matter whatever your record was, it mattered how we played and did we position ourselves to give ourselves a chance to win, and they're disappointed. And they should be disappointed, but that's a lot of growth. That means it's hard to understand, but that's a lot of growth for this group to be so disappointed because they really truly believe they're good enough to win. Now we got to learn how to win. Now we got to learn how hard it is to win, because it's easy to lose. So easy to lose. It is hard to win. And I think we've maybe started to, you know, kind of get an idea, understanding what that recipe is like. It's tough. It's tough.
Time for the last question. Here.
So I see you nodding and your coach gets emotional like this. What have you guys learned this year? What have you, especially in this tournament, being beneficial? You guys weren't here last year. What have you really learned about your teams and, you know, what it takes to win?
I learned that when it gets tough, you got to answer. Coach always says answer back to adversity. So when it gets tough, you just have to dig down deep and trust in your teammates that they have your back, and everyone's going to work together and communicate and get over the hump.
All right. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Very good to see you. Good luck to you. You're in Santa Barbara. Let me know.